23F, final year at a stupidly overpriced private university. Sociology major, the kind of campus where even the campus cats look politically aware. I thrive here, president of the Student Equity Alliance, 48,000 followers, on ex-professional internet combatant, live in what we call the refuge 4-bedroom on-campus suite. Technically university housing, but we redecorated it into witchcore academia, fantasy-dried lavender hanging from curtain rods, crystals covering every flat surface, posters about dismantling systems, and radical softness. Roommates are basically my coven. Rachel, 22F, fine arts major, changes her hair color every month like it's a subscription service, loud on purpose, calls herself an agent of chaos. Sam, 23F, psych major, whispers, instead of talks absorbs everyone's emotions. Like a sponge agrees with me before I finish sentences. Fourth roommate Tessa spiraled last spring and moved back to Indiana. Room's been empty ever since we turned it into a reset room, floor cushions, salt lamp, screaming pillow. Life is immaculate hard rule in the apartment. No men, no boyfriends, no brothers, no male energy past 9 p.m. This is a citadel of estrogen. We are untouchable late August, about 10 days before classes start moving back in. Arranging vibes, lighting incense, phone buzzes, campus housing app notification, subject line. Important. Assignment change. I roll my eyes probably about laundry machines or Wi-Fi. Again open it, read, first line stomach drops. Dear resident, due to record first-year enrollment and unexpected maintenance in West Hall, we are implementing temporary housing adjustments. I skim faster. Your previously vacant 4th bedroom has been reassigned. Annoying but fine freshman girl, easy to mentor, will recruit her, keep reading, please welcome your new roommate, Daniel Harper. Daniel. I let my phone fall onto the rug. Rachel looks up from shuffling tarot. What, did someone dig up your old tweets? Worse, they're moving a man into the refuge. Rachel actually shrieks. Sam starts breathing like she's about to pass out. I pick the phone back up, read it aloud. Daniel Harper, transfer student, mechanical engineering. Rachel stands up so fast she knocks over her kombucha. This is institutional violence. They expect us to share space with a CIS man? Do they know who you are? Already opening my laptop, cracking my knuckles, I'm emailing the housing director, dean of students, Title IX office drafting a 1,800-word manifesto subject line. Unsafe co-living environment and gendered harm. I deploy every buzzword I've ever learned. Emotional labor, structural imbalance, gendered trauma, sanctity of safe spaces, being infiltrated by patriarchal presence, hit send like I'm launching a missile. We wait next evening. Reply shows up. Dear student, we appreciate your concerns. However, due to the current housing shortage, gender-specific accommodations have been temporarily lifted. Mr. Harper holds a valid contract. Contract cancellations are unavailable at this time. Regards, Housing Services. We're finished. We are going to live with a man. Rachel pacing like she's in a cage. He's going to be some frat clone. Giant LED lights. Gaming headset screaming at 2 a.m. Drywall punching energy. Sam clutching her cardigan. I can't even walk to the bathroom in a towel now. I stand up, have to be commander. We can't stop him from moving in, I say, steady voice, but we can make him regret it. Plan clicks into place. Operation Unwelcome. No warmth, no flexibility. Weaponize the lifestyle. Be so unbearable he requests a transfer himself. Move-in day, we sit in the living room in formation, arms crossed, neutral faces, tribunal energy. Phoebe Bridgers playing softly but aggressively. Sad door handle rattles. We hold our breath. Door swings open. Daniel walks in. Average height, maybe 5 feet 11. Navy hoodie, plain jeans, beat-up sneakers carrying a duffel, and a desktop tower. Brown hair, glasses, looks exhausted. Sees 3 women staring at him like he tracked mud across sacred ground. Blinks. Hey, he says. Low voice, quiet. I'm Daniel. I don't smile. We're aware. Don't offer my name. Establish dominance. Rachel flips a page in her art magazine dramatically. Sam studies the carpet. Daniel scans the room, takes in the crystals, dried plants, protest posters. Cool setup, he mutters. Which room's mine? I point down the hall. Last door. I hold out a stapled packet. These are the house rules. 12 pages single-spaced quiet hours, 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. Kitchen access limited to 30-minute scheduled blocks. Guest policy outlined in bullet points. Toilet seat must be down, lid closed at all times, no guests without 48-hour written notice and unanimous approval. No scents that cause sensory overload, mandatory monthly emotional processing circle. He takes the packet, doesn't even skim it, just folds it once and slides it into his back pocket. Okay. Thanks. Walks to his room door, shuts silence. Rachel frowns. That's it? He didn't push back. He's scheming, she whispers. It's tactical, I say. He's trying to seem harmless before the masculinity explodes. Stay sharp. Week 1. Cold War begins. We pretend he's invisible. If he enters the kitchen mid-conversation, we go dead silent and stare until he leaves. We hang bras over the shower, rod like territorial flags. Loudly discuss how exhausting men are whenever he's within range. Daniel does nothing. He's barely there. Leaves every morning at 7:15 with a backpack, comes back around 8:45, at night straight to his room. No music, no gaming, no loud phone calls sometimes, past midnight. Faint mechanical keyboard, clicks muted switches. Even his typing is considerate. It infuriates me. Why isn't he gross? Why isn't he loud? I inspect the bathroom after he showers, ready to document. Filth sink, dry wiped clean toilet seat. Down, lid, closed floor, spotless. Not even a stray hair. I return to the living room, irritated. He's weirdly clean, I tell Rachel, serial killer energy. Patrick Bateman vibes. Totally, she says, eating cereal from a saucepan because she hasn't washed dishes all week. He's hiding something. Week 3, time to escalate passive hostility. Failed, we go for resources I call a mandatory house summit. Sunday night, we knock on his door. He opens it, sweatpants faded t-shirt that says pseudo RM-RF, looks drained, dark circles under his eyes. Yeah? House meeting. Now. He rubs his face. Okay. Comes out, sits on the armchair edge. We take up the entire couch unified front. I hold a clipboard for authority. Daniel, we need to address your energy usage. He blinks slowly. I'm barely here. Your computer, Rachel says. We can hear the fans. It's using too much electricity. You'll need to cover 60% of the power bill. Total lie utilities included in housing. He looks at us. He absolutely knows, but doesn't challenge it. All right, he says. Send me a Venmo request. I hesitate too easy. Also, Sam adds, voice trembling, I prepped her for this, you cook meat. The smell is triggering. We're vegetarians. He nods. I can keep it to cold food here and eat hot meals on campus. Would that help? Sam looks confused. Yeah. Anything else? He asks. We glance at each other. We've got nothing he's agreeing to. Everything great, he says. Stands up. I have a thermodynamics exam tomorrow. Good night. Back to his room, Rachel throws a pillow at the wall. Did you hear his tone? He's patronizing us. I nod while tweeting, men will literally overcomply to manipulate you into accepting their presence. It's weaponized agreeableness. Hashtag roommate issues. 200 likes in minutes. Dopamine hits. Month. 2. Midterms. Stress level catastrophic. The refuge is a landfill. Rachel building a giant installation out of scrap plastic in the living room, smells like glue and old fruit dishes stacked so high, faucet unusable trash leaking onto tile. I'm buried in research, writing thesis on patriarchal symbolism, in third wave coffee branding, drinking 4 cold brews a day, heart racing constantly. Sam, failing statistics, crying on the kitchen floor almost daily. Daniel. The only stable variable moves through clutter. Silently never complains, never touches our chaos. One Tuesday, I come home wrecked, professor shredded my draft. Called it circular, said, I had no real data. I want to throw something. Walk into kitchen, Daniel is scrubbing the stovetop. Not his mess, Rachel tried to make caramel and incinerated it, I stop. What are you doing? Cleaning the stove. Doesn't look up. You don't have to. We have a chore chart. The chart hasn't moved in a month, he says calmly, and this was a fire risk. Anger spikes. Are you calling us irresponsible? He pauses, looks at me, eyes steady, almost tired. I'm saying there was burnt sugar cemented to the burner. I'm cleaning it. It's not commentary. Goes back to scrubbing stove, actually shining. I stand there, want to accuse him of performative domesticity, but it objectively looks better. I storm off. Tell Rachel he was cleaning aggressively in my direction. She says that's a microaggression. 2 days later, math breakdown. Sam at the kitchen table, textbooks everywhere, sobbing uncontrollably. Hair tangled, breathing, shallow. I don't understand this. I'm going to fail. My dad's going to cut tuition. I can't do this. I'm on the couch scrolling TikTok, pretending not to panic. Just tell the professor the curriculum is ableist, I say from the couch. Math is a social construct anyway. That won't help me pass the final, Sam sobs. Daniel walks in, holding a mug of tea stops when he sees her shaking. He normally phases through the apartment like we're furniture, but this time he lingers, sets the mug down slowly. Is that Stats 204? He asks. Rachel pops up from behind her mountain of glue and garbage. Don't mansplain, Daniel. She needs support, not equations. He ignores her, completely. Looks at Sam. I heard you mention chi-square earlier. Through the wall? Sam sniffles, wipes her nose on her sleeve. It doesn't make sense. The numbers won't line up. Daniel pulls out a chair, sits at the far end of the table, keeps distance. You're probably using the wrong degrees of freedom. Show me the problem. Sam glances at me like she needs approval. I narrow my eyes. Don't do it. Don't collaborate with the opposition. But she's desperate. Slides the textbook toward him. He scans it for maybe 5 seconds. Yeah, right here. You're treating the sample like it's the full population. You need -1. He grabs scrap paper, writes the formula in neat block handwriting, explains step by step, calm, no smug tone, no, actually just information. Sam tries again, punches numbers into her calculator. Eyes widen. Oh my God. That worked. Daniel stands immediately. Cool. Good luck. Takes his tea, disappears into his room, door clicks shut. Sam stares at it. He just saved my grade. I stand up fast. He's buying leverage. It's strategic. He helps you now, so you won't vote him out later. Rachel nods aggressively. Classic narcissist debt creation. Sam looks at the paper again. I guess, she murmurs, but she folds it carefully and keeps it. I feel something shift, a tiny fracture. I tell myself to patch it. Month 3, enter Marcus. Rachel meets him in sculpture studio. Marcus checks every box, oversized thrift sweaters, black nail polish, talks non-stop about unpacking his internalized patriarchy, self-proclaimed soft boy. Rachel brings him over, violates the no men rule, but we declare him exempt. He's an ally. Marcus basically moves in. He is unbearable, smokes cloves, cigarettes on the balcony, housing emails, us about complaints. He eats our food constantly. Property is a colonial myth, he says, while spooning my $8 vegan yogurt one night around 10:30. Daniel gets home, late, looks drained. Probably library closing time, goes to the fridge. He has one specific meal, prep container, reaches for it. It's gone. He pauses slowly, scans the counter. Marcus is sitting there, fork, deep in noodles, eating out of Daniel's container. Silence thick. Daniel shuts the fridge carefully, turns. Is that mine? Marcus grins. Oh, hey, dude. Didn't see a label. We're sharing communal space, right? Rachel laughs. Don't be territorial. Daniel. Food is communal. I wait, expecting eruption. Yelling proof of violent male fragility, Daniel looks at the empty container, inhales, slowly closes his eyes for a second, opens them. I picked up an extra shift to buy those groceries. Voice flat. Please don't eat my food again. He pours himself water drinks. It goes to his room, door shuts hungry. Marcus snorts, wow. Passive-aggressive beta energy. Rachel kisses him. So toxic. I hate that we live with that vibe. I sit there, and something feels off, not righteous, not victorious, just wrong. I look at Marcus smirking. The dirty Tupperware, Think about Daniel working extra shifts. Remember the pseudo shirt, the silence, the stove, cleaning tight, feeling in my stomach. Guilt, I shove it down. Daniel equals oppressor, Marcus equals ally. Stick to narrative finals, weak, pressure cooker. Rachel announces she wants Daniel's room. Next semester needs a private studio. We have to get him out, she says, whatever it takes. She leans in, eyes bright. We go to the RA. We say he makes us feel unsafe. We'll say he walks around in his underwear. We'll say he stares. Sam looks sick, but he doesn't. He wears sweatpants. He barely makes eye contact. Rachel waves her hand. It's about lived experience. I feel watched. My spirit feels monitored. That's valid. I hesitate. I know what accusations do. I've studied this. I know records don't forget. But Rachel is my best friend and the narrative has momentum. Okay, I say quietly. We don't fabricate specific acts. Just describe a hostile atmosphere. Fine, she shrugs. I might embellish for emphasis. We file it, intimidating presence, aggressive silence, excessive fan noise. 3 days later, knock on the door, RA and residence director. Serious faces Rachel, hiding a smirk. Daniel opens the door, toothbrush in hand. Can I help you? Daniel Harper? We've received multiple complaints. Intimidation. Hostile conduct. He goes, still looks past them at us sitting on the couch pretending to study. He doesn't look furious, just tired. I see, he says. These are significant allegations, the director says. Daniel nods. Before we talk, can I show you something? The director frowns. What? I keep a camera mounted on my monitor. It records my doorway and part of the common area. Motion activated. He glances at us. I was worried about my equipment. Rachel's smile dies. My stomach drops. Show us, the director says. Daniel leads them to his room, door open folder, on-screen clips. Start playing clip 1. Him scrubbing the stove, me, glaring, clip 2. Marcus eating his food, mocking him, Daniel walking away, clip 3. Rachel screaming near his door, him studying with headphones, clip 4. Sam crying, Daniel helping her, then leaving, silence director, steps back into living room, face dark, not at him, at us. This footage contradicts your report, Rachel stammers. That's invasion of privacy. He filmed his own doorway, the director snaps, and thank God he did. Filing a false Title IX complaint is a conduct violation. You'll be scheduled for a hearing. Silence crushes the room. Daniel stands with hands in pockets. Director turns to him. We can arrange an emergency transfer tonight. You shouldn't remain here. Daniel looks at us. I stare at my boots waiting for him to unload. No hearing, he says softly. I don't want to wreck their records. They're dramatic. Director blinks. They attempted to get you expelled. I'm sure. I already signed a lease off campus for next term. I'll pack early. Crash with a friend for finals. Then he looks at me, straight at me. I just wanted my degree. No anger, just exhaustion. You're exhausting. Hope it was worth it. He goes inside, duffel bag, unzipped clothes, shoved in. Director glares at us. Formal warning. One more complaint and you're relocated. They leave. 5 minutes later, Daniel walks out, bag over shoulder, monitor tucked under arm, sets his key on the counter, says nothing. Door closes. We're alone. We won, Rachel laughs. Bye, loser. But it sounds shaky. Sam is crying. He didn't report us. He could have destroyed us. He's weak, Rachel insists. I look at the key. The spotless stove, realize something. He wasn't weak, he just didn't care enough to hate us. We made him central. We were background noise to him. Winter break home in the suburbs. I tweet survived a toxic male roommate. Gaslighting was unreal. 1.5K likes feels hollow. I delete it, spend break staring at ceiling, thinking about that empty container. How close I came to wrecking someone's life for ideology. Mirror shows not a warrior, just a mean girl, with buzzwords. Spring semester room, empty. Rachel converts it to art studio, paint fumes everywhere. Without Daniel, no common enemy, apartment decays, trash piles up, fruit flies, then roaches. Rachel refuses to clean, I'm an artist. Scrubbing floors is capitalist conditioning. I try to enforce chore wheel. She calls me internalized patriarchy. Uses my language against me, gaslights me about turns. Marcus basically lives there, borrows money, never repays, lectures me about sociology, clogs, toilet leaves. Yet I miss Daniel, the quiet, the boundaries. Sam fails midterms, moves out with some accounting guy from Tinder on her way out. She says, "You're toxic." Word hits hard. Rachel and I stop talking. I hide in my room with noise-canceling headphones, wishing I studied engineering, wishing I was anyone else. April afternoon, walking across campus. See Daniel on a bench, sandwich in hand, thick textbook, open laughing at his phone. Looks rested, a normal-looking girl, walks up, kisses his cheek. They smile. I stop. Want to apologize, take one step. He looks up, sees me. I brace for anger. He just looks away, continues, talking total indifference. I'm nothing, not villain, not rival, just background. That hurts more. I walk back to the filthy apartment, Rachel screaming at Marcus about vibes. I shut my door. Graduation sociology diploma in hand, feels heavy, useless. Program lists, Daniel Harper, mechanical engineering, magna, cum laude. Already hired by some aerospace company. I checked his LinkedIn, he's building satellites or something. I move back home, apply for unpaid nonprofit internships. Rachel doesn't graduate, missed deadlines. Marcus cheats on her with a freshman present day, 24 barista at indie coffee shop, living in childhood bedroom. Still paying loans for a degree that trained me to complain, college girls come in tote bags. Button's loud takes, "Our new roommate is a guy. It's violence. Let's ruin him." I want to warn them. I don't just steam milk, pour latte art. Oat milk latte for Madison. She grabs it, keeps ranting. They leave, I check Instagram. Daniel and suggested, engaged to the girl from campus. New house looks peaceful. I scroll my feed, infographics, angry reposts, filtered selfies. I block him, not out of hate, but because he reminds me what I'm not. I wipe down the counter until it shines exactly how he used to. Feelsbadman.jpg.